women and their families. You're welcome. This is Adult Conversations, and this is where we get to share real life issues and matters relating to the heart. On Adult Conversations, we get to give advice by contributing to the subject matter without judging. This happens every Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. because we are here to break the culture of silence. I hope you had a productive day today at work. That's the most important thing, and I hope your day is fine wherever you were today. You're welcome this evening. My name is Infoloa Akiremi. Of course, we're going to be doing this together. Just in case you have a story for me, you have something going on with you, you have something in your mind to share your story with your conversation family, tag us your story on 08155 917 I've met good women, but they all said the same thing, that they cannot marry me or start a home with me in my parents' house. Now I am confused. I'm trying to live a very honest life, and I also want to settle down this year and start a family. Should I wait until I can apply my own place? What should I do? When I reached out as well, it felt like this is something that a lot of bachelors are currently going through. And of course, bio needs our advice. Hello, good evening. Hello?
Maybe my
Hello?
dad.
Please reduce the volume of before you call. Let's always reduce the volume of our radio. We cannot hear you properly when the radio echo is coming. It's disturbing sometimes. Please always reduce the volume of your radio. The number is 07000 Hello.
Yung luwa.
Good evening, Anthony. How was work today? You're welcome.
Ali Adebayo.
Mm.
If you look at that you get the family because they live for your parents' house, you have to find a way. You have to move away and go and rent your house or be your house. Because for not to your parents' house, I'm married there, I'm married. Your wife could live for there. You will not have a rest of mind. Nothing where you go, if you get your father or your sister-in-law, nothing where they will go in the woman will do. When you will be okay for that.
Yes.
Actually, that's a man or woman when they get married, they walk with you, they leave their parents' house. You know, couple of months when you get married, you are 30 years old, you want to get to them. You just like to say, they go and rent your apartment. Yeah, my parents can continue. Or at least, they are married and start for them. So that no one need privacy. No woman want marry. Now, so now, teaching the 12 days, I say, they will marry our parents. Because in their parents' house. So, waiting, you want to marry your wife, make it turn out to this thing. They work, you work when they for her. Sleep, cook, do everything, wash clothes. And if you marry your wife, you and your wife get everything. No, do it low. Don't be say people call the disturb. No, the woman they're not doing wrong. I'm sure that I tell you. What they said, they are not wrong. You understand? Thank you very much.
Thank you, Anthony. Just like Anthony says, you need to get your own place as soon as possible. That's if you're sure that you're ready to settle down. You need to have it in your plan, on your agenda to get your own place as soon as possible. Hello, good
Yeah. Good evening.
Good evening, Pastor Father. How are you today? How was work?
I'm cool. I have to rest my head to do my day.
I like that. That's good. Mm. Um,
Something. It's not something you rush into. Not something you see your mates doing, you say you want to do something you are not yet prepared. And there is a good
Yes.
a man to be a married man. At 35 is still okay. Between 30 and 35 for a man is still okay. So What if you do, my big brother Adebayo? Let it grow yourself within 5 years.
mm,
With these 5 years, and that kind of goal, it will make you to call somebody who is your focus.
yes.
Because the major problem men they themselves and their wife are not compatible. It's always a problem. So if now you need to meet somebody that have a woman to man, not only man to woman, to man, to have something that have focus.
Yes.
So it is not even possible, not even right for you to marry and be living with your parents, even if it's a big house. Then you need to you can only if it so that you
Mm-hmm.
can
Mm,
that is the advantage.
mm,
The advantage is what you are actually looking at. You will not want to pay out for it. But I want you to understand this. We that are into marriage today, it's not for we that run and not for we that were
yes.
I'm trying to say. Everything is going to be people that provide this for
Mm,
when people understand, people that are earning about 1 million a month, they reach a time in the month and somebody will be earning 250, I wish I'm earning 1 million. I was telling somebody of my pastor friend this afternoon
mm,
that women that are insatiable.
yes.
So you can satisfy money, but when you are contented with life, you don't have problem. So, Mr. Adebayo, please plan your marriage life. Think big of you. Save for your apartment. Just start saving. Thank God you are doing that businesses,
Mm,
including that of your teaching. And make sure that the wife you are to get is somebody that is so industrious. That is so that you have you build your life together, financially and otherwise. So that is what you must do. Don't let it be a problem to you. Now, maybe most of your mates must have married you and not say, "Ah, what am I waiting for?" Please take your time and settle down. 5 years is enough for you to do that. While you are doing it, I've said it again. Make sure you get a friend, somebody that will be a friend, that will be a sister, that will be a wife, that will be a mother to you.
mm,
That is a friend. Uh, that's what is very, very important when it comes to issue of marriage. You understand?
yes.
So I pray that you are navigating all these paths, managing your manhood life. May God make a way for you.
Amen.
Maybe it's well.
Amen.
Mm.
Thank you so much for calling this evening, Pastor Father, to give your thoughts to Adebayo. Adebayo is a 30-year says that he earns 50,000 per month and also has a small poultry business. He sells eggs as well. And he says that he's currently working hard to build a future for himself, but he still lives with his parents. Every lady he has told, "Oh, I want to marry you," they always say no when they know that he lives with his parents. So that's the thing.
Madam.
Good evening. Good evening, Mr. Francis. How are you today? I'm doing good. You're welcome.
Thank you. This story is very funny. Uh,
Hmm.
See, like, just like I love the last one. I just come down. Marriage is not something you rush into and rush it.
Yes.
Marriage is meant to prepare people, those that are matured, fully matured and prepared. I left my parents at the age of I think 21 or 22.
Mm-hmm.
My father at the age of, I met the person at the age of 22. I was when I rent apartment. I look at myself, I said, I'm not
I'm
getting
getting younger.
younger. Or,
Mm.
you know, the man is growing every day and all that. So
Mm.
I said to go for myself. The first thing I did was, then I have a girl, I was dating girl.
Mm.
When I'm planning to order it, I told her, that let me get apartment first. Once I get apartment first, settle down and do things in order. After then, you can think about marriage.
Marriage, yes.
You understand? It's after you are settled, you are fully settled down, you have your own apartment, you are settled, your leg, you are balanced. That's when you start thinking about marriage. Nobody will, nobody, you don't take your parents out and they say that I want to marry. You will not even look to you, they do the
Take
at
you
you.
serious.
So you are not
Yes.
serious. Uh, my family, I will be watching clothes for the family, cooking. Most of the
Mm.
area in the house, you be not doing it.
Yeah, as the new wife.
Like, God bless you. So, they will looking at you as an unserious person.
Yeah.
They will looking at you as an unserious person. Eh, brother, it is well. It's well. It's very good. Sometimes we plan things. We're not going to plan for us.
Mm.
So just plan for God and let God take charge of everything. So put things on that. Only when you put things on that. So you can talk about marriage. Thank you. God bless you.
Amen. Thank you so much, Mr. Francis, for calling this evening to give you advice to Adebayo. Honestly, I understand what it feels like to want your own apartment. I mean, depending on the state, the location that you are, I understand how hard the way there's an hike in prices for accommodation now, it's really, really bad. I understand that it might take a while, but just like Pastor Father has said as well, give yourself a 5-year goal. And the next 5 years, before the 5 years come to an end, I want to get my own place. Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Good evening.
I'm
I'm fine. Good evening. You're
my,
welcome.
my name is Imabo. I'm calling you from Ikodu.
Ima Bomb from
Mm,
Ikodu. Good evening.
mm,
How are you today?
So I'm fine. I
You're
want to
welcome.
contribute to this.
Okay.
Thing. What I want to say is that please, Mr. Adebayo, what I want to tell you is that the first thing that you should think, forget about your age.
Mm,
What you should do is that think of how to leave,
mm,
leave that place where you are staying with your parents. Another thing is that how to improve at least 60,000 is too poor.
mm.
The business that you are talking, that egg business, is
Yeah.
not, the income is not much.
Yes.
And even that the income is better, maybe you will have leave that place. What you should do is that you should improve on what you do, at least look
Mm,
for better things that can give you good income.
yes.
Don't talk much to me. Because even the Holy Book said that you should live and cleave.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents and bring somebody. No, 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 no. You cause a lot of problems because before you know it, they will start criticizing that you are loving wife.
Mm,
This is the way we do something. At the end of it all, you will start hating if you are what not like this.
yes.
Or maybe if your parents is talking to her, you will hate your parents. So my advice is that he should think of how to live
Mm,
so that he can give to
yes.
another person.
Mm. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mabon. Thank you so much for calling to give advice this evening to Adebayo. Just like she said, find a way to increase your source of income. It's good that you're working, that you have something at hand, but in this current economy, in this current Nigeria that we're in, there is need for you to have another source of income. Uh, what's your qualification like? Can you get another job? Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening. Hello? Oh, okay. I can't hear anything from that side. Hello, good evening. Okay, looks like the network there is not so great. The number to call to give Adebayo, a 30-year-old man who says that he is earning 50,000. Okay. Hello, good evening. Good evening, Mr. Tunde. How are you today?
Sorry, I you but I think the management they are trying to do, I'm taking my professional this and that, and then the network is not okay because of the light.
Yeah.
Went all the network. You see when people calling on the program, people don't hear your voice.
Yeah.
And then when people are calling, my say your direction, change everything. I'm telling you, I'm not people let me tell you some, don't disturb me. I'm calling for happiness. A lot of callers enter my DC. In fact, my daddy passed on there. All the rest family, they have already said a lot of things. Let me go straight to the point. What's the name of my brother?
Adebayo.
Adebayo told me you I don't want to bless you. You know, as a man, when you reach to marry, we see a lot of time. That's why you are seeing a lot of time. You want target for yourself. Don't let anybody you're collecting or any wala. Don't let anybody be in challenge for you.
Yes.
You know to marry the truthful, transparency, and then have your goals. And then you want to spend the rest of your life, let her know you are collecting salary, what you are facing. Then you can start with it. Why? Then you can start with it, give him a card.
Yeah.
That's it. You are feeling the challenge for now, that's it. Now, no matter any woman want to spend your life, this is what I'm collecting. I'm not a people's guy. I'm not a foreign guy. I'm not a man lying in relationship. Can you accept me? Fine. And then when you see a true woman, I said, say that it's ready, give you pass. Giving pass, women change the law. Men change the law. Because you see somebody give them pass, they can change at any time. Now that's you will be. It's really me talk. Why are you changing now? You make me remember my relationship. When money day, everything day. They come in for family. They come for is you in everything. They said you are telling me to the really is coming up for Jordan. That's why his daddy said him say, things can change at any time. But he believes that his daddy is so I think my daddy is a Muslim. Even he pray a lot. I think now what that we do interaction in his living, my daddy just be loud. They say to but when you can't the form, you they do one tradition. They can never do any second relationship. See, that's why when you start relationship, don't lie. Let anybody that you want to set that with a relationship, know how you are feeling, know how you are thinking, I tell you the way you are. Men, women can change at any time. Come on. So they can change. That's why it's good for women and men to have plan B. To back it down or money plan B. But be until the way show you pepper. You know, bigger. Things are working. Is that working you and money? Me too money came. But that time I lost my job. I'm confused. But I let her realize what is going on. But she has said, but when this is going on, I just one way to come to and check up I said, me, your problem is that let me get job together. You will see the way people will turn out. Because one person you give person what you want. And with their money, is that give them what you want, you know what they are going. But she don't believe. After people thinking, I told her she don't believe. for a love woman.
Yes.
Like what happened to you, my brother? You're a Yoruba man. You're taking your time. All the family are frustrated that beg you. But when you are calling, I pass a man, share your opinion. But when you are calling, I read your law. What did you see that the pastor in my daddy picking everything?
Yes.
But when you're in a relationship, that's why I'm telling you this thing. Nothing for taking time. Let her know what is going. Because you say, you remember, I think you said different. I'm calling 50,000. I'm a teacher. Why are you changing now? Over my knowledge. I will. That's why I'm talking about people. Yes. All my things that we do. That's it.
Yes.
I know what I'm going what I'm not married. For me, finally, when I'm getting older, I don't have it in my mind. My daddy told me, I want to live 2-bedroom flat or a room self-contained. I don't want any family to trouble me. Remember, I'm married. I want my wife and my children. No more. I pray they hear me. For me, my daddy beat us in the battle. He beat us in the state. I said my father to me. For me, he was to plan my life. I want to build leadership. No, my daddy is very shitty. Sorry, then it's going where I did. I'm enjoying myself. I live a better now. They don't pray. I don't want to. After the program now, you say this thing. You need to marry. Everybody step to that. Let him know his transparency. See, sorry for you to agree. Let him say, you should just put over my little most of you say, with me. Most of you say, can you enjoy fine? Can you accept me fine?
Thank you.
I'm not going to say it. I'm saying Yoruba. Let me write a year to call it.
Thank you so much.
You have been to show 50,000, 50 million. I collect money.
Yes.
Almighty God will give you some understanding.
Amen.
Your yes is yours, your no is no. I will call back.
All right.
Sorry for wasting your time.
It's okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sunday, for calling to give your advice to Adebayo. Just like he has said, your future is bright because you are earning 50K today. Doesn't mean it's going to be like that for the rest of your life. And most importantly, you need to find a woman that you can build with, just like Pastor Ifada also said. That's Adebayo's story. Is listening, and you'll love to hear from us. This is Women Radio 91.7. You're listening to Adult Conversations.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Have you been a victim of corruption? Do you want to report how corruption affects you and your community? Send an SMS or WhatsApp message to 0703 175 6537.
Nigeria, a nation of many languages and many tribes. We will stand together, live together, and grow together. United we stand, united we thrive. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7 FM.
HB 1349 ní nọ́mbà ìwé òfin ilé aṣòfin 1349. HB 1349 ó wà fún àwọn ipò tí a fi pamọ́ sílẹ̀ fún àwọn obìnrin ní ilé aṣòfin àgbà, ilé aṣòfin aṣojú àti àwọn ilé aṣòfin ìpínlẹ̀. Tí o bá fọwọ́ sí HB 1349, ìjọba wa yóò dára sí i. Ẹ jẹ́ kí a panupọ̀ kí a sọ fún àwọn ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ ilé aṣòfin wa kí wọ́n dìbò fún HB 1349 fún Nàìjíríà tó dára. Tí o bá nífẹ̀ẹ́ Nàìjíríà, ṣe àtìlẹ́yìn fún HB 1349 kí o fi ìfilọ̀ yìí ránṣẹ́ sí ẹlòmíràn. Ìkéde yìí wá láti Women Radio 91.7.
Your business has really grown.
I did try, my friend, but I need better equipment to expand well.
Then you should apply for MTN Yellowpreneur Initiative.
What will I gain?
4 weeks business training, mentorship, and even equipment loans up to 5 million naira.
MTN is making positive impact in the lives of bold women, nurturing, empowering, and supporting those of them in business. Apply now at mtn.ng/yellowpreneur. Applications close April 20th, 2026.
Jíjẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio á fún ẹ ní àǹfààní láti darapọ̀ mọ́ àwọn obìnrin bíi tiẹ̀, yálà akẹ́kọ̀ọ́, oníṣòwò, oníṣẹ́ àdáni, òṣìṣẹ́ fẹ̀yìntì, ìyàwó ilé tàbí àgbẹ̀ ní gbogbo ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ 36 ní Nàìjíríà. Tó o bá ti jẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio, a ó bẹ̀ polówó okòwò rẹ lọ́fẹ̀ẹ́, ó sì ní àǹfààní láti jẹ ẹ̀bùn tó jọjú lórí àwọn ètò wa. Forúkọsílẹ̀ ní wfm917.com, darapọ̀ mọ́ wa lórí Facebook, kó o sì download mobile app wa níbikíbi tó bá wà. Jíjẹ́ ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ Women Radio jẹ́ ètò láti iléeṣẹ́ WFM 91.7 pẹ̀lú àtìlẹ́yìn MacArthur Foundation àti Nigeria Media Innovation Program.
You define correct home product wey strong, get guarantee, e fine and e no too cost. Na Eleganza Industrial City Limited dey put you first. We get plastic chair for adult and pikin, party table and school table, disposable plates and cup plus reusable plastics. We get food warmer, cooler box, dustbin for different size, baby pamper, sanitary pad for ladies, travel bag for all size, hair thread and plenty more. Eleganza Industrial City Limited don package you well with products wey fine, unique and different shape and size. Abeg waka come our place for kilometer 68 Lekki Ekpe Expressway after Eleko Junction, Ibeju Lekki, Lagos. You fit call us for 0818 019 9999 or 0909 147 3665 or send us email for eleganzaindustrialcity@yahoo.com, info@eleganzaindustrialgroups.com or sales@eleganzagroups.com. Check our website for www.eleganzagroups.com. Eleganza Industrial City, the name na our guarantee.
For this Easter, follow join the million people them where they find God for Deeper Life Global Easter Retreat. Now there you go meet the glory of the resurrection of Christ. That resurrection power of Christ still they work one that reach today. It still they change life, they heal sickness, and deliver people from bondage. Carry waka come for where hot prayer they come out from correct heart with faith and hope. They cool mind and body, and where Pastor Dr. W.F. Kumui and other ministers them they preach correct word of God where they change life. The retreat go share start from April 2nd, go reach April 6th for Deeper Life International Conference Center, DLICC, kilometer 42, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and for other centers, them will scatter for inside and outside Nigeria. Come and taste the resurrection power. No drago.
Waiting in your mind where you want to talk. Share na Nigeria matter. I've been at the thing where they happen for your community. Talk am as you see am. Now the program for you on Top Women Radio 91.7 FM every Friday 11 a.m. Call us, make we yarn on top the thing where your eye don't see and your mouth want talk. Yes, so talk am as you see am 11 a.m. every Friday on Top Women Radio 91.7 FM. Talk am as you see am, make you comot am from your chest. Call us on top 07000 917 917. You fit also call 09155 917 917. Our toll free number now 0800 1235 917. And you can follow us on top our social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, X, and even YouTube at WFM 917.
Are you a woman who is keen on breaking the bias? Are you looking for a welcoming community with a strong support system that empowers the female gender? Do you need a safe space that is candid, original, and authentic, like the queen you are? Then this is the program for you. Tune in to Real Women, Real Talk with Kiki Okewale on Women Radio 91.7 FM every Friday by 5 p.m. as Kiki Okewale brings on different leading women who will give you a bite into their growth journey and how they beat all odds to become who they are today. Real Women, Real Talk.
What are the consequences of corruption on the woman? Silence. Silence through diverse forms, education, healthcare, laws, and policies, fostering unfavorable conditions to the woman at all levels. The woman agenda, breaking that silence, demanding accountability, transparency, and good governance. The woman agenda is deliberate and calculative in amplifying the voice of women. The woman agenda, Fridays, 3 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7, a platform on the way forward.
Radio 91.7, the Obonga radio station for women and their families.
I just dey go. Man, I think I'm bad. And why I didn't need my ticket less. Because I know the fire. Don't want you to sound. Anyone not the concerning because of where this is.
Good evening and welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And today on Adult Conversations, we're still giving advice to a man called Adebayo. Adebayo is listening to the show right now, and he'd love to hear from us. He'd love to hear our advice, our contributions, and the many things that we have to say. It's 16 minutes to 9 o'clock, right here in the studio, the 26th of March, 2026. Adebayo is a 30-year-old man, and he says he earns 50,000 naira per month, and he also has a poultry business selling eggs by the side. And he says that he's very hardworking, and he's trying to build a life for himself. What this means, he doesn't want to do anything bad to get money, anything illegal to get money. And because of that, he's still staying with his parents. He's not doesn't have enough to get his own place, so he's still staying with his parents. At any time he proposes marriage to any lady that he likes, they always tell him no, especially because he is still living with his parents. They all say they can't live in his parents' house with him while he says he's ready to settle down this year, this 2026, and start a family. But since no one is agreeing to stay with him, to live in his parents' house with him, he doesn't know what to do. So he's asking, should I wait until I can afford my own place, or what should I do? I need your advice. That's Adebayo's story this evening. He's listening and he would love to know what you think of his situation and most importantly, what he can do. The number to call Adebayo to give Adebayo your advice is 07000 917 917 to give your advice to Adebayo this evening. Anthony has called Pastor Father, Mr. Francis, and Mr. messengers also calling to give their advice to you, Adebayo. One of the things they've all mentioned is that you should try your best to move out of your parents' house. I don't think there's any baby that would want to do that unless maybe there's something really. I don't know if any of you want to do that. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening, Fini. How are you? This is David from
Good evening. Good evening. You're welcome. So good to have you.
Yes. How are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. How are you too?
I'm very, very good. I want to say a few things to Adebayo, but I think it will get a pen
Okay.
so that he can write. That is just 30 seconds I'll be.
Okay.
So, but I'll disclose for the first 30 seconds.
All right.
So, get a pen, Bayo, if you are listening. I just want to give you some 5 working tips, 5 things that I think you should do so that you can emerge and then you can augment. At 30, it's what you have as your regular income now. You are still behind life rules.
Yes.
Regardless of whatever excuses you have, whatever you have happened, even if you are an orphan, whatever has been your case, that income is nothing to write home about.
Yes.
And so I'm going to give you 5 things that I think you should really leverage on in modern time. In the third millennium, there are certain things that are happening. We are living in a country where the present President Bola Tinubu has traveled from 1 trip to 28 countries in 34 months. And already 45 days has been spent by him outside of the country. He promised us renewed and what we have had is renewed tax drive, heavy power voltage, and removal of things that defined him when he was coming up to say subsidy is gone. When Buhari was there and he came on his opening day, he said, I am for everybody and nobody. These are the 2 persons that have ruled since APC got there. The first one, Buhari, late now, told us, I am for everybody and nobody. And we saw the consequence of that in 8 years. Another 8 years is about him began in 2027. The first 4 years are quickly running to an end now. And we heard the president told us. So if you look at the trend in our economy and you see the quality of this nation, the direction in which it's going, you need to adjust as a 30-year-old.
Yeah.
30, David has even far away then. At 30, Joseph was prime minister. At 30, Jesus began his destiny to public ministry. So 30 is a defining figure for a young man. I will tell you that. So you've not done too badly if you are earning. If you already have direction of earning, you run a poultry, you also work as a teacher. I think you should work on these 5 things. So I will be now. Number 1, I want to say that you need to grow. So I'm talking about growth and maturity. The growth, maturity, exposure. So relating to growth, you need exposure. You need exposure in the critical areas of improving your literature. What do you read? What newspapers do you read? Then you need to improve exposure by your media. Talking on that growth. Your media, the traditional media, and then the social media. You need to begin to use these things more. A lot of people don't listen to radio. A lot of people don't watch things. A lot of people don't even know what CNN is. A lot of people don't read newspapers. Then what do you read? What do you read? What do you know? So these things will help you. And then travel. So under growth, we talk about exposure. Those three things come under exposure: travel, literature, and then what I said media here. Then things will push you to mature. So you need your maturity in this area. That's number one, under growth. Number two, income. You need to improve your income. A few things there: passive income, active income. So you must work on your income. I think for a 30-year-old man now, you should see no less than 350,000 minimally every month. Comfortably every month. If you are not saying that you're every month, that you are living far, far, far below. So your income needs to improve. Minimally, I'm saying that at the minimum, you should see no less than 350 in a month, comfortably. Because you're going to have to pay rent when you are eventually living on your own and a few other things that you have to spend money on. So I move to number three. The number three thing now is your purpose in life.
Your purpose.
I've talked on growth now. I've talked on income. I'm now talking on purpose. What are your life goals? In three areas: the type of house you want to live. Number two, the kind of car you want to drive. Clearly in your. Then number three, your family. Under your family, you have a nuclear family where you are going to be a husband and a father. That's your nuclear family, the key with. Then you are not going to neglect the family where you come out, which is your extended family, friends, your siblings. You are still going to be relevant to them financially, materially, after you marry. So you must consider that income is important. And now we are talking about how your purpose intertwine with that income and your growth. So one is your career. Where do you want to work? What do you want to do? At 40, what do you want society to address you as? That. So these things are important under purpose. The kind of house, your mobility, the kind of car, kind of family you want to raise, and the way you want your family where you are coming out from now, the way you want to contribute to transform that. Because they can't remain the same way when you have become greater. If you become a minister tomorrow now, like a federal minister in Nigeria, your family will not remain at their social status level. You really understand that transforms a lot of things. So you must plan, you must have purpose. So I talked about house, your mobility, then your family, which is both nuclear and extended, and then finally your career under purpose. Now I go to number 4 quickly because of time. So I'm now talking about your lifestyle. Your lifestyle. So the word there is moderation, be modest. Regardless of how rich, how great you become in the future, you must plan a modest life. You must decide, even from now, to start getting discipline. Use your disposable income well. When money is excess in your hand, you must now learn to save, plan, invest, and compound. To plan, to save, to invest, and compound. You must begin to think about that lifestyle now, so that you live a modest life even when you are rich. Then number 5, the last on the list, investment. You invest in a few things, namely thinking. In 1976, a book was published in this nation by Daily Times Nigeria. That book is called History in Nigeria. And when I looked at the entire book, read the history of all the people that have become great men in this country, I realized that the only person that used one major hobby was Gani Fawehinmi, and you see how it turned out in life. He got top in school. Yes. But Gani Fawehinmi is one of the most relevant lawyers in Nigeria to today after death. He was given Sam, senior advocate of the masses, by the people when government refused to give him Sam on time, senior advocate of Nigeria. So the public just Sam on him, SAM, instead of SAM. Until later, the government will not ignore him. They have to give him Sam, senior advocate of Nigeria. So you will see how that is important. You must begin to think about good thinking. What time do you spend thinking each day? Think. You need to create time to think. I mean, just sit down and think through issues, think through all matters arising in your life, things that are happening around you. You must think through whether you're going to live here, move overseas, a lot of the things that are happening. Don't just be blindfolded looking at them. As a mature man, who is still mature, you must think through issues. MK Abiola, he married a woman that later died before he finally passed on. That was his first wife. And that woman, he ate his first egg in that lady's house. He went later to Glasgow to study, became an accountant, worked with Luch, worked with Visa products, and eventually ended up with IT. But I tell you, we didn't need two women with MKO when he was rising up. At 33, he was already a made man. He was vice chairman, ITP International in West Africa, Africa and the Middle East. That was what that man created that fit, and you can see why he became so successful even at an early age. So you must think about your investment. Then you invest in your faith, which is your religion. How much time do you pray daily? How much time do you pray weekly? At the time, I needed to change my 2 hours daily in prayer alone with my maker. So it became 3 hours, 4 hours, and it has moved far beyond that now. I don't just want to be specific. How much time do you spend reading your Bible for a Christian? Then if you are not, how much time do you spend reading your own Quran? How much time do you spend reading, developing your faith with God? These are the things that are serious things that are going to help you. Then there is the last one under that investment now, which is you invest in goods, in services, and in platforms. We used to say products, goods, and services. Now it is goods, services, and platforms. So there are platforms that can change your life if you get to know about them. There are platforms that can change your life. For instance, now MTN offering a loan of 5 million naira to women. I just needed to mention that in passing to a young lady who just wants to start up in life. And many people are not even aware to start with. So let me round up by recouping. Growth, income, purpose, lifestyle, and investment. These are critical issues that you need to think about and you need to work on. Otherwise, you'll be dreaming like this and you'll be 50-year-old and you'll be nowhere and nobody. I pray God help you. And I pray that you have the discipline to think these issues as they emerge. Thank you very much, Jane.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Feels like we just had a master class on, what you can do if you're in your 30s, almost in your 30s, or you're just someone who wants a better life for yourself. It looks like you just got detail of how things should be. What's taken for that. That was really profound. And I hope you learned something as well, Adebayo, and I'm sure that you took note of everything that he has said. I'll be right back shortly because of our time. This is Women Radio 91.7, and you're listening to Adult Conversations.
Yes, of course. Serious music, real things. We on fire, they can fire, extinguish me, just push your fire, extinguish me, just make it fire, extinguish me, yes, boss, no fire. We on fire, they can fire, extinguish me, yes, extinguish me, yes, they can fire, extinguish me. Like to life, give me like time. Shit, we on fire, big deal, kill, big deal, give me big deal. Give me big line, shit, we on fire, big deal. Give me 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 big deal. I'm a bit chill. You know, bit chill. Cause of how things feel. Can't hold me. Can't fold me. They don't know me. Not even an OT. I need big money. I like clean money. You spend green money. I spend it like E-money. They don't know better. Tell me you flow better. You a slow fella. And I'm a go-getter. This is too messy. Check out my new Bessie. You can wind down well, but are you ready? You and your Uze. It's like a movie. When I feel groovy, the game come out loosely. It's my loose way. When I cruise way, after new way. Tell me what do you say? Looking pretty in my brand new fitty. One more thing. This is last thing. Like, give me like time. Shit, we on fire.
It's 9 o'clock, and here is the news at 9 on Women Radio 91. Four women are among those contending to succeed Governor Dapo Abiodun in the 2027 governorship race in Ogun State, reflecting a growing commitment to women's political participation and the push for greater gender equality in leadership on the March 26, 2026. The non-governmental organization has empowered 5,000 women through a capital market masterclass in Lagos, equipping them with financial knowledge and skills to participate in investment opportunities and strengthening women's economy in future. The assessment completed in Northeast and Northwest Nigeria focused on women and girls, examining their experiences with economic empowerment initiatives and their livelihood through direct feedback and impact analysis. Today, Nigeria's naira exchange is 1,391 naira to a dollar, 1,650 naira to a euro, and 1,855 naira to a pound. Nigeria's women's relay team are competing in Botswana on the 26th of March 2026 to secure additional qualification slots for the World Relays Championship as part of Team Nigeria's push for success. Women Radio 91.7 urged the National Assembly to pass the Special State Bill HB 1349 to increase women's representation in the national and state houses of assembly. Today marks 11 years and 346 days since Chibok girls were captured, and 8 years and 35 days since the abduction of Leah Sharibu, the Dutchy girl. Women Radio 91.7 calls for the safe release of all our girls still in captivity. Women Radio 91.7 demands justice of the government for victims and survivors of sexual abuse and rape. If you have been sexually abused, please contact the Sexual Assault Referral Center near you. My name is Folua Akiremi. Good evening.
We are Nigeria's first female-centric radio station for women and family. WFS 91.7.
Tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ nínú orin tó ré kọjá ẹni ọlọ́run fẹ́ lọ́mọ èèyàn fẹ́ ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi àgbàtọ̀mọdé ẹ máa yọ́nú sí mi o ọkùnrin tóbìnrin ẹ yọ́nú sí mi ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi ṣọ́jú ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba. Ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba òun lẹ́ ó máa rí. Mo ní ẹ̀ máa yọ́nú sí mi. Ọkùnrin ẹ̀ yọ́nú sí mi, obìnrin ẹ̀ yọ́nú sí mi. Gbogbo ẹni bá yọ́nú sí mi o. Ó ṣọ́jú ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba, ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba. Ìyọ́nú ọlọ́run ọba òun lẹ́ ó máa rí. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Èmi jáyé orí mi adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì í dẹ́ ṣe mí mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Kì má dẹ́ ṣe mí mọ̀ ọ́n ṣe. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Ọmọ aládé àlàáfíà adé orí ọ̀gbìn. Àyìndé ọmọ aládé àlàáfíà adé orí ọ̀kín. Ìran ẹ̀yà kìnìún Júdà adé orí ọ̀kín. Gbòǹgbò ìdílé Jésè adé orí ọ̀kín. Àánú mo rí gbà adé orí ọ̀kín. Ọlọ́run ló gbòǹgbò fọ́lẹ̀ o adé orí ọ̀kín. Ọlọ́run ló gbòǹgbò fọ́lẹ̀ adé orí ọ̀kín. Kì í ṣe fẹ́yẹ kẹ́yẹ adé orí ọ̀kín. Kì máa dé iṣẹ́ fẹ́yẹ kẹ́yẹ adé orí ọ̀kín. Ọmọ Síkírù Àyìndé Barrister adé orí ọ̀kín. Síkírù Àyìndé mo ń jẹ́ṣẹ́ tó rán mi o adé orí ọ̀kín. Lórí eré Fújì adé orí ọ̀kín. Kò dẹ̀ ní bàjẹ́ Ọlọ́run adé orí ọ̀kín. Ó dúpẹ́ orí mi adé orí ọ̀kín. Mo máa dúpẹ́ orí mi adé orí ọ̀kín.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Àṣẹ ọ̀rọ̀ mi ń bí wọn nínú. Wọ́n bínú gidi gan, aṣọ fọ́ wọn lórí. Mi ò tètè mọ̀ pé ó ń bí wọn nínú sẹ́. Wọ́n bínú gidi gan, aṣọ fọ́ wọn lórí. Bẹ́ẹ̀ labalábá tó bá lóhùn fẹ́ paná súyà. Ẹ bá mi sọ fún àpótí kúrí. Labalábá tó lóhùn fẹ́ paná súyà. Ẹ bá mi sọ fún àpótí kúrí. Ìtàkùn tó ní kérin máa lọ lókè odò ń kọ́. Tòun tẹ̀rín ni ó jọ lọ. Ìtàkùn tó ní kérin máa lọ lókè odò yé fẹ́lẹ́. Sọ fún wọn sẹ́ pé tòun tẹ̀rín ni ó jọ lọ. Ọlọ́run mi ò bá ṣe é. Olúwa ò ṣe bàbá. Ẹlẹ́dàá mi ò bá ṣe é. Olúwa ò gbé ọ̀gá. Báṣẹ́ ìrọ̀rùn sínú ayé mi bàbá. Báṣẹ́ ìrọ̀rùn sínú ayé mi bàbá. Káyé mi tún mímímí bí omi àfọ̀ rọ̀bọ̀. Káyé mi dùn títí dalẹ̀ kémi má mú ṣe láyé mi. Pàṣẹ o. Pàṣẹ ìrọ̀rùn bàbá sínú ayé mi bàbá. Ọlọ́run jàre. Pàṣẹ ìrọ̀rùn sínú ayé mi bàbá. Káyé mi tún mímímí bí omi àfọ̀ rọ̀bọ̀. Káyé mi dùn títí dalẹ̀ kémi má mú ṣe láyé mi. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì lèmi tí képe yọ. Olúwọ̀run yìí ṣàìsàn. Bàbá. Ọba kejì yìí gbọ́ àdúrà. Ní ìdílé bàbá ṣe mí lólú ọmọ. Ní ìdílé ìyá ṣe mí lólú ọmọ. Láwùjọ rẹ̀ bàbá fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì wá o. Láti Síónì èmi tí képe yọ. Bàbá. Olúwọ̀run yìí ṣàìsàn. Ọba kejì yìí gbọ́ àdúrà. Kristi. Ní ìdílé bàbá ṣe mí lólú ọmọ. Ní ìdílé ìyá ṣe mí lólú ọmọ. Àti pé láwùjọ rẹ̀ bàbá fún mi lọ́rọ̀ sọ. tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́. ẹ tẹ́tí ẹ gbọ́ mo ní Jésù lólúwa ẹ̀rù bà mí ẹ má halẹ̀ mọ́ mi tàbí kẹ̀ṣẹ̀rù bà mí ẹ̀yin ní Jésù láyé tí lò. ọ̀rọ̀ mi dijó ẹ bá mi yọ̀ mo rohun tí mo béèrè fún Ọlọ́run ti gbàdúrà mi ò tèmi tọpẹ́ ẹ wá bá mi yọ̀ kájọjọ mi kẹ̀kẹ́. sọ̀sọ̀ láti dó dódódó ti dó mo ríran wo nílùú London.
Women Radio 91.7, the Ogbonge radio station for women and their families.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, boys and gentlemen, people and love me back. I will take you there, Lagos to Benin, London to Ekene. Say Belenlo, say where you wanna go. Let me take you there. Give me love, oh, give me plenty love, oh yeah. I wanna dance, oh, so watch me weep and watch me na. I like your style, I like everything where you yeah. We always smiling, cause the grace of God is always work better. Ijori kilele yo, ladies and gentlemen, we go dance and shake body, oh, ladies and gentlemen, everybody dance to my bedroom, ladies and gentlemen, agbalagba come and shake body, oh, ladies and gentlemen, ijori kilele yo, ladies and gentlemen, we go dance and shake body, oh, ladies and gentlemen, everybody dance to my bedroom, ladies and gentlemen, agbalagba tomode come and shake body, oh, ladies and gentlemen, get phone le kajo se, mama, gentlemen and mademoiselle, daddy know me know say, mommy shout my Joe, let's say, oh, Joe, let's say, oh, give me love, oh, give me plenty love, oh yeah. I wanna dance, oh, so watch me weep and watch me na. I like your style, I like everything where you yeah. We always smiling, cause the grace of God is always work better. Ijori kilele yo, ladies and gentlemen, we go dance and shake body, oh, ladies and gentlemen, everybody dance to my.
Good evening and welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And today we're giving advice to a man called Adebayo. This is Adult Conversations on Women Radio 91.7, and it's currently 14 minutes past 9 o'clock right here in the studio. For the sake of those who are just joining us, I'll go over the story one more time. Adebayo says, my name is Adebayo. I'm 30 years old. I earn 50,000 naira monthly as a teacher, and I also run a small poultry business selling eggs. I'm working hard to build my life, but I still live in my parents' house. I have met good women, but they all said the same thing, that they cannot marry me and start a home in my parents' house. Now I'm confused. I'm trying to live a life that is honest and small, and I want to settle down this year and start a family. Should I wait until I can afford my own place, or what should I do? I need your advice. That is what Adebayo is asking us this evening on Adult Conversation. Adebayo sent a message and he says that he's educated. He studied agricultural education in the university. He's a BSc holder. That's what he studied in school, agricultural education. And I think that's why he's doing poetry now. And he says he has done some of the things that Mr. David advised that he did. That's the growth, increase your income, identify your purpose, and investment. That he has tried to do some of these things that he mentioned, but things are still not going well for him. Things are still not going fine for him. He has searched for jobs to no avail to get a better paying job, but things are not working the way he expects them to go. And he still wants to hear from us. Hello, good evening. Good evening, Uju. How are you today? Uju, I guess you've left Nigeria. Oh. You're welcome.
I was listening to your program.
Oh,
When you are still not welcome.
yes, yes. Thank you, Uju. Thank you. Mm.
I greet everybody. Um, you said that my brother's name is
Adebayo.
Bayo.
Yes.
Look at the call from
Mm.
lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody being in his parents' house is not a crime.
Mm.
It's not anything bad. But the reason why some ladies are running away that they don't want to stay in a family house is because of complaint of family.
Yeah.
If the daughter not consent, mother-in-law will consent, father-in-law will consent.
Mm.
It won't be like this. It's like a kind of frustration.
Mm.
I I strongly believe that if Adebayo sees the woman of his own that belongs to him and God said, this is your wife,
Mm.
the person will not look all the things. Two of them can start building
Build
their life
together. Yes.
along the line they get apartment. Because people will be said that they manage the house with person, they come with person, and they marry all of their
Mm-hmm.
housewives.
Mm-hmm.
They will get money so they go back rent their personal house.
Mm.
Abroad, share how many people the people know they squad together
Mm.
and they have wife and children and everybody's living okay.
Mm.
It depends the family background. Somebody living in his father's house, not somebody not to marry. Since the man know what he's doing and he has a plan and he has a future, the woman can build with that particular man.
Yes.
Along the line, they will get another house on their own. But the only thing, since Adebayo said he wants to marry this people, let him table that marriage to the hands of God. Let God give him the wife that belongs to him.
Yes.
Instead of that, they don't have anything to it. But a woman loves them for who they are.
Mm.
From there, they started building their life. That kind of a woman is still exists till now. Let him not put himself in a high job trying of good women is out there. But how to of good women is out there. But how to see them. But God, make it pray. Let God, let that kind of a woman to see him. The own wife will come and he will build with you. It's not when everything is right that somebody will enter. No. They won't value him because he's not a lazy man. He put his mind at rest. And thank God to bring his own life. When he sees the right woman will not look and let's go and collect house outside before we see. Because we are people, the house, the family house we have, it is when we travel, everybody with the wife get one room. Because we are living okay. So it's not a crime, someone clean his father's house. It gets people where their papa don't get house now. And they not living.
That's true.
So make him not look all those things. They are not for him. Make him focus on his job and ask God to give him the right woman. Even if you don't see why he's married this way, then he needs to see they come. The only thing he needs a woman who will build life with him. This is not advice to him. Make he calm down. I know how to life. And we see our head to tell her that.
Yes.
Well done. Very fun.
Thank you, Drew. Good night. Thank you so much for calling to give your advice to Adebayo this evening. Drew has mentioned that you don't need to rush life. Take things one step at a time. Hello, good evening.
Yes, yes,
Welcome back, Mr. Father.
yes.
Yes.
Mind opener.
Yes.
You know, really to
Yes.
Well, I want to say two things. There is one I want to add. The disadvantage of a man living in a family and married, the disadvantage is to perform in which the marriage.
Yes.
That's one of the disadvantages, especially when the person is a bit lazy. That is just the disadvantage of it. They will not get strong. So you will rely on everything that comes from family, especially when the mother is in at times if they're doing something. At times you want to go, you have to run, there will be food for me.
Yes.
That is the advantage is if you give enough room for him to gather himself. I know somebody that stay with his parents and gather money to go and buy land and build his house. While we were still living in Ojigbo in Lagos, they were bricklayer. These people I'm telling you, the first son, they was doing the same work with their father. He married, and they were staying in 2 rooms. It was for his own land and go and build his house. It depends on the family and you have said. What
He
is
didn't
the position?
mention. He didn't mention. Please, Adebayo, please give a response to that.
These things are very, very important.
Yes.
Because when a woman comes into the family where he is the senior, I'm telling you, the other siblings will be giving this woman tough time.
He said he's the second child.
Okay.
Yes.
So, the first, my brother is married.
His
Where is
sister,
that one?
elder sister.
Oh, that means he is the first boy now.
Yes, first meal.
And he's the first boy. He's the first boy. Okay. Now, based on that, sometimes he insisting for him to have a period of planning. If that 5 years has also supported is too much, we can bring it down to 3 years.
Okay.
If you give him enough time to plan, also reason it with you in 2 ways. Because the ladies that we have now, them are ready to plan with a man. I mean, of all the things that the social media has done more harm than good. In the our young big but big content. I don't even have to talk. They don't even realize that you have to save. You just believe it is now. So that's why those ladies that our brother has seen are still living with parents, that is what they are looking at. And which is living in one story. They don't care if they want to stay, but they don't think beyond that. They are looking at the privacy. That is exactly what they are looking at. So, this is something you have to sit down and think about. What I am still saying, put it down to 3 years. Have a good time. Make your own apartment. That is just it. You should deal with the people that have explained to you. 5 points for you to follow. And not that last one. You have to be prudent in spending. Even if you consider that one.
Yes.
I don't know if you remember. My younger brother used to tell me something. You have 300,000 and you spend 280,000 and save 20,000. He said that 20,000 is more relevant than that 280,000 you have spent. So if you use that 280,000 to buy tangible things you are seeing in the house, because you can't 280,000 property that cannot that problem that comes. If you face now, you have to run to that 20,000. That is why savings is very, very important. I calculate when we did the night family week. I was, telling people who had taken a bottle of beer today. A bottle is 1,000 naira. A bottle of beer. Now you take one bottle times 7 days. That is 7,000. Times 4. That is 4 weeks now in the month. When we calculate 1,000.6. 5 years, you gave us a look at it. If you want 1,000 naira, I will come and be saving. In a month, you see how much it is. So please, my big brother Adebayo, sit down, plan very well. Don't be confused at this at all. Your friend will come. He will be a mother, that will be a sister, that will be a wife, just with you as what I'm saying is that when you stay with your parents, that you will not have that forgomo, that's just disadvantage.
Exactly.
That's what I want you to bless you.
Yeah. And thank you so much for calling back, Pastor, for that to give you advice to Adebayo. To buttress his point, when he was talking about the fact that majorly you need to step out of your comfort zone. You need to move out of your house, not even because you want to get married this year, but for your own good. Because there's just something that's a mental conditioning when you're in a place where you're not paying house rent, you're not feeding yourself, you're not buying majorly anything in the house. It makes you relaxed mentally to an extent. So as much as you can, step out of it, move out of your parents' house. Not even because you want to get married. Just move out as your own man. Even if it's a one-bedroom apartment, try your best to move out of your parents' house this year. You make 50,000 naira in a month, you still have a poultry business. I don't know how much you make combined, but if you can separate maybe the money you get from the poultry business would be for investment and maybe savings towards your house rent. Do that. If you can do that, or you're going to use the money you're getting from the teaching job, you can do that as well. But I think the first thing that you need to do is to move out of your parents' house. After getting married, whether you're not getting married, try to move out for your own good. It's for you to come out of your comfort zone and be able to spread your wings. They're mentally, we just feel relaxed and okay when we're in our parents' house. You're not really buying anything to the house, it's just yourself. But when you move out, it gives you more a sense of responsibility. It lets you see other areas of your life that you need to work on. And it naturally just brings more opportunity to you. I mean, from experience, I think I believe in that a lot. So try to move out of your parents' house this year, work towards it, and let's see how far you would go. That's Adebayo's story. He's still listening, hoping to get our advice. I do love to hear from us. This is Women Radio 91.7. You're listening to Adult Conversations.
Radio 91.7, raping the culture of some.
My Nigeria, your Nigeria, our Nigeria. Together, we rise as one nation, one people for a brighter tomorrow. This message is brought to you by Women Radio WFM 91.7.
Are you looking for a place to advertise your business at affordable rates or a hall to host all your corporate events and conferences? Then don't look any further for all your advert placements, live interviews, announcements, religious programs, event bookings, and lots more. Give your business the boost and reach your target audience at an affordable rate here on Women Radio 91.7. What are you waiting for? Hurry now. Call the numbers 0905 555 8998, 0806 009 2137, or 0816 060 5673, or email us at sales@wfm917.
Easter. Join millions of joyful seekers at the Global Easter Retreat and experience the glory of Christ's resurrection. Christ's resurrection power is still working wonders today, offering transformation and liberation. Come over and encounter prayers, refreshing spiritual faith and hope, and life-changing messages from Pastor Dr. Tolia Kumi and other seasoned ministers. It's happening from the 2nd to the 6th of April, 2026 at the Deeper Life International Conference Center, Kilometer 42, Lagos Ibadan Expressway, and other states in Nigeria and beyond. Experience the resurrection power.
Every day, Lagos wakes up to millions of dreams in motion. From early mornings on the road, at markets where business never stands still. Lagosians eat efficiently. Different life, different hustle, one city. And behind it all, Lagos works for you. Show up for Lagos. If you live in Lagos, file your annual returns and pay your taxes.
For individual taxpayers in Lagos State, you have until the 31st of March 2026 to file your annual tax returns. To file, log on to www.etax.lirs.net and detail. File and click submit. Filing your annual tax return is easy, quick, and makes all the difference. File your annual income tax return with income received from all sources from January 1st to December 31st, 2025. Take notice that failure to file your individual income tax returns is a contravention of the excellent provisions of the Nigerian Tax Administration Act 2025, which attracts administrative penalties in addition to other stiff sanctions as prescribed by the Act. For inquiries, visit www.lirs.gov.ng or call customer service on 0700 255 5477. This message is from the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service, LIRS.
HB 1349. Now, House Bill number 1349. HB 1349. They talk say make them reserve special seat for women for Senate, House of Representatives, and state assemblies. If them pass HB 1349, it go make our democracy strong. Well. Make you support HB 1349. Talk to your senator, your House of Reps member, and state assembly people. Beg them, make them vote for HB 1349 to better Nigeria. If you love this country, support HB 1349. Share this message with Women Radio WFM 91.7 and bring from your side.
Èkó bá mi ṣe ìpàdé àdúrà ní èdè Yorùbá láti jọmọ Freedom Arena ní ìlú London ló máa wáyé bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti ọjọ́ Sátidé láago 7 àárọ̀ lórí Women Radio. Lórúkọ Jésù ìwọlẹ̀ rí kàn Jésù Olúwa.
Radio Doctor, your free phone-in health consultation program, every Friday from 10 to 11 a.m. brings you health and wellness.
If you're stressed out either at home or at work, or you're having a stressful relationship between either your girlfriend, your fiance, or your wife, you can have erectile dysfunction.
Call in to get free consultation and health and wellness on 07000-917-917 and 090-256-25455. You can send in questions, cases, and related contributions on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at WFM917. Text and WhatsApp on 070-317-56537. You can listen live online at www.wfm917.com. Radio Doctor, Nigeria's first free consultation radio health program on WFM 91.7, the voice of women.
Smart Minds with Kiki, where learning brings fun every Saturday. Tune in and learn a bunch. Hey, kiddies, guess what? Smart Mind is here, and it's a fun-filled show for kids like you and I. Let's go! Let's go! Join Kiki on Smart Mind every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. on Women Radio 91.7 for a fun time. You get to participate in brainy quizzes and learn about new books with lots of laughter. Let's connect and learn new things together. We will learn and grow together on Smart Mind. Follow me on Instagram at Smart Mind with Kiki for updates and amazing content. Smart Mind every Saturday, 9:30 a.m. with Kiki on Women Radio 91.7. Where it is a weekly dose of fun time on your Women Radio 91.7. Don't miss it.
Women Radio 91.7, breaking the culture of silence.
Bros, if you no love, I what you get. Yes, Victor Eddie, na na na, yeah. Pray for grace, my G. I say pray for grace. Oluwa má gbàgbé mi, I want all this money. Don't want take the same step where I take last year, we don't work for me. Oh. Lord, as I dey grind, I dey hustle, bless me with this money. But on your hand that day, I say make you run out for me. Oh. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Oh. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Oh. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Oh. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Oh. Wait till we get. Lord, you know what to me and you don't talk, make you manifest, oh, Baba. Aye. This street now by grace, no be who are super, they carry first, oh. Aye. Now your grace, I take the leave, I know if you play attack and defense, so at the same time. And I thank you, Lord, say even when I the class, you still give me the talent to give, make I pass it. From the ring, now family they call, oh. If not be billing, now something they solve, oh. Anyhow you be, my money is involved, oh. Oluwa bless me, cause I don't feel all, oh. So much pressure on them, they figure. I say in dollar, I still want that 10 figure. I need the kind of money where go make them go to say who be this black schema. If we don't money, you wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. This year I want to buy motor. This year I want to buy house. This year I dey pray make Oluwa no pass me by, cause I pray for grace, my G. It's not written that you will find or you seek, but you never find out who she did not seek. How much is deeper than life? It's not for the shallow mind that we still there they grind it. On the ring now family they call it. If not be billing now something they solve. Anyhow you be, my money is involved. Oluwa bless me cause I know it all. So much pressure on them may figure. I say in dollar I still want that 10 figure. I need the kind of money where go make them go to say who be this black schema. Where they worry Oluwa má gbàgbé mi, I want all this money. Don't want take the same step where I take last year, we don't work for me. Lord, as I dey grind, I dey hustle, bless me with this money. But on your hand that day, I say make you run out for me. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't buy the best, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't get control, wait till we get. Wait till we get. If we don't make money, wait till we get.
Welcome back. This is Women Radio 91.7, Nigeria's only radio station for women and their families. And this is 19 minutes to 10 o'clock right here in the studio. You're listening to Adult Conversations. This is where we get to share real life issues and matters relating to the heart. Today we're giving advice to a man called Adebayo. Hello, good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Adebayo. Good evening. How are you today?
Great,
You know, how was work? You're welcome.
okay. Yeah, I just want to say one or two things to Adebayo. To thank Professor David. He just set my mind. And I'm looking forward to the day I will go for a kind of a retreat. I love people that reach. I reach you. And everything he said, I was like, wow, it's just
Yeah.
So first I want to tell you, let me just tell you this quick story, Dubai, Italy.
Okay.
I learned my passed on almost 3 years ago. His first daughter was in final year in the Polytechnic. She did banking and finance.
Okay.
And that woman has a small provision shop. It's really small, but because of the illness, she has a hepatitis A on the EP now.
Yes.
And the spent so eventually we lost her. So this lady finished. She did her orientation at Delhi to back to Lagos. And I was just watching her. And we did banking and finance now, so do something. You know what this lady did?
Yes.
He said, mess with some people, they borrowed her 100,000. She started putting some biscuits, you know, the type that children will buy when they're going to school. And when she collected, I think she paid them 60,000 or something.
77.
The moment she collected that salary, she put everything into that shop. The moment she collected that salary, she put that money in the shop. I told her, I said, listen, I want to tell you two things. I'm warning you. I said, number one, I must not hear you want to save money in the bank for now. He said, yes. I said, number two, I must not hear you are getting a job. He said, yes, I will have to go. Anything you tell me, I will do. See, if you come to that shop now,
yes.
I used to call her big girl. She will ask, you told me what to do. So, I think a girl of 22 now, you know, I think the other day I was just seeing her. I said, she will find out application to combine application test. Then, you only sell them more. And now I'm talking. So, he said, I think the problem is you are too comfortable in your father's house. That's the truth. Now I don't know how to pamper people. You are not yet angry with yourself. You need to rise up and get angry with yourself. The man asked a question in one of the songs, Exodus. He said, look within you, eyes and look within you. Then I asked the question, are you satisfied with the life you are leading? Even if I have a daughter that wants to marry you in your father's house, I will tell her not to come to my house again.
Yes.
Those girls are not they are not asking for too much. You know, you are earning 50,000, you have a small profit, as you said. From spending that money and putting it in that expanding it. I don't know the kind of maybe, but if you are trying to if you are getting even if you are getting 5 plates of egg every day, there's a lot of money at the end of the month. I don't know how they sell it now, but I know that one egg is 250. Now retail it 250 naira, and you have 30 in a crate. So that is 7,500. So let's even assume poultry, they are selling it for them for 4,000. So if you have Earlier, I didn't plan 10 kids. We have 5 kids every day. That's 20,000. And in a month, we're talking of close to half a million.
It's actually a
That
good
is how,
business. Yeah.
yes, out of this family of a thing. So you need to get up, get angry at yourself. You need to accept almost everything. And if you don't mind, I think I have about 4 books that will help you. If you don't know, if you know them already, fine. But if you don't know them, the first one I want you to look for is it's called Think and Grow Big by Stephen. Think and Grow Big. It will help you. The other one is I'm trying to remember the author now. Read that for that.
Okay.
You get it too. The third one is The Richest Man in Babylon by George. The richest, in fact, that richest man in Babylon, I read it like I'm reading my Bible. You get angry with yourself. You get angry with yourself. And the final one is that man was trying to hide his identity. It's called the Mafia Manager. Mafia Manager. You just by C. You try to use it as his name. The Mafia Manager. Or more, you should read that Mafia Manager. You won't. Instead of saying your father that you might try to go and be squatting with your friend. And when you squat, that is like a turn. The turn in your body. You'll be forced to do something. So don't see those ladies that keep their accent for too much. God wants you to rise up. Rise up. Especially if you are on your side. Is this salary you want to earn throughout your lifetime? Some people will say, we have worked for 65 years as salary, and at the end, you won't have. So this is the time you can get up and hustle and do something with your life. So please, maybe like Pastor Father said, put that marriage of a thing on hold now. You don't need marriage now. What you need is to develop yourself and fight your future out and go after Jesus. That's just my own introduction.
Mario, thank you so much for calling this evening to give your advice to Adebayo. Rich Dad Poor Dad was written by Robert Kiyosaki. Just in case you're looking for it, please do also read those books. Just like Mr. David also said before, you need to expose yourself to knowledge. Traditional social media, you need to expose yourself to knowledge to help you grow as an individual. So as much as you can, it's not too much. Books are not too much. It can never be too much. Hello, good evening.
Yes, good evening. This is David calling back.
You're welcome back, David.
Yes, I want to say thank you for the compliment to Dr. Father and Mr. Anayo. Thanks for the compliment. I really appreciate that. Now, I want to respond to Adebayo's query. He said the feedback that he has done all these things and things will remain the same.
Yes.
Well, I want to give him tools that can help him. There are just 3 of them. Number 1, I think you need to plan, invest, and compound. Plan, save, invest, and compound. PSIC. Plan, save, invest, and compound. It will take critical thinking. That was why I mentioned in that book in 1976. The only person that had this hobby mentioned that thinking was Ganifying. Every other person, cricket, football, handball, basketball, table tennis, swimming. Are you getting it? Playing golf. That was what they mentioned as their hobby. None of them mentioned thinking. The only person in that entire book from the beginning to the end, 1976 version of History in Nigeria, was Ganifying. So, number 2, I want to mention that you may need loan. Number 2 is you need a mentor. You need a mentor.
And so these things will help you. I can't say more. There are a lot of other things I could have said. The book that I wanted to mention, the author of that book is Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
Kiyosaki. Yeah, that's for Rich Dad Poor Dad. Then finally, I also want to add a book to him, Acres of Diamond. You can also add to the list of books. Acres of Diamond. Acres of Diamond. You can Google you for that book. Thank you very much.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much for calling back. All right. Those are some of the. Okay, we have one last call for the day. Hello, good evening.
With cry. David, how much God will bless you. Let me listen to you about praying. Let me tell you reality at the Bible. In this life, everybody have both, have skill.
Yes.
And that people we are failing. So people need skill. So anything you read, no matter if you have to umbrella, in fact, you get everybody. Why your life? My life to be. You are a Muslim now. You don't think like a Muslim now. A pastor, you don't think like a pastor. You don't come to the pastor now. But you can't ask you to leave your he said, you are being great. Religion. Islam. Another thing, Bible, the way they will dance is anything. Carry your Bible, carry your Quran, read it, so Almighty God, give you wisdom to follow. Do it for my life, do it better, forgive. It's better. Quran saying, I'm sure in my Bible and Quran. If I read careful, Almighty God will decide. What is now, one people cannot tell me what I want to do my life. I thought I could call. I want to marry. Not my family is all the truth. Can't tell me what to live your life. You said I want to go to Nigeria. You wanted to live your life. That's my power. Let us get down. I said one day. Think of support again. The story I say is a God.
Yes.
But see that by now, if you believe in that soul. From Safari to Cobre, to Grady.
Thank you.
You will plan your life. God give you grace.
Yes. Good night, Tunde. Thank you so much for calling back to give your advice to Adebayo. Because of our time, let's go to read some of the messages we have on our WhatsApp platform. Little beginnings will become great tomorrow. Don't worry, be determined, stay consistent, focus, and be prayerful. I am confident that your woman would come. From experience, I married my wife 14 years ago when I was earning 30K. I was with my parents then, and I went far distance where the accommodation were at a lower rate. But today, it's a new song for both of us. We are now living in the heart of Lagos. Adebayo, it is not advisable to marry, live in your parents' house. Save up and get your own apartment, even if it's just a small flat. It is better at least to guarantee your wife's confidence and mental well-being. Most parents tend to have their excesses while living with couples. Please work on this, and you would see yourself blossom. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening,
today.
You're welcome. Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you very much. I know time is gone. In 30 seconds, I will run the I have said everything. So what I just want to say to Adebayo is this. Everything David said, oh, you pick everything he said,
Yes.
and everything everybody has said is good. Then EG makes some vital points too, very accurate. So, but for what David has now said, I'll not compare with what EG has said, but I will not be able to illustrate because I have witnesses of great men, you understand, who maybe live with their husband, their wives, family, or whichever way. And things work for them. But the decision is yours. It's you. The problem is you now. So you are the one that will now work it out. But that spiritual aspect is very, very vital. Very, very vital.
Yes.
So if you do it, what God will choose for you. Yes. There are good women outside there. So, but women that want you to get out of your family, that is, it's not a problem. They are very accurate too. But the other one, there are those who can even help you out, even stay with you and plan with you. That's that. Then to add to all that they have mentioned, I mentioned all the book I will have mentioned to you. I'll mention to and one of these Robert Kiyosaki books.
Yes.
Is this business of 21st century. It will help you add to the rich that of Robert Kiyosaki.
Yes.
Then how to get from where you are to where you want to be. That one will also help you. So that should do Richard Canfield. So let me just rest my case. There's a lot of things to say. So combine everything. You are good to go. Don't jump with the spiritual aspect.
Yes.
That's the ultimate. Because even Psyche mentioned spirituality. I was surprised. Even myself, I was surprised when I read. So this life is spiritual. So take it. So that's all I sum it all. God bless you and good night.
Amen. Thank you, Sunday. All right. So thank you, Sunday. Thank you so much, every single person who was quoting today. Adebayo, you've gotten a full masterclass this evening on what to do and how to go about your life. I'm hoping that in the next 6 months or in the next 1 year, we'll hear from you, and it will be good things that we'll hear from you by the grace of God. You've gotten a lot of advice. It's not enough to hear. The most important thing is that you go and take action. From tonight, draw out your vision board, write out the things you want to do, write out the things you don't want to do anymore, and make a plan to improve the quality of your life. I think you can leave relationship for a while, but for the next 1 year, focus on improving the quality of your life. A big thank you to Anthony, Pastor Ifada, Mr. Francis, Enal Bomb. Thank you, Tunde. Thank you, David. Thank you, Uju. Thank you so much, Anayo. And thank you, Sunday, for calling this evening to be a part of the show. Thank you for giving Adebayo your advice. From your wealth of knowledge, we appreciate you, your time, and your contributions. Thank you so much for joining me from Monday to Thursday, 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Women Radio 91.7 for an enlightening time on adult conversation. It's always a great time to be here. Till next Monday, by the grace of God. And just in case you have any story for me, you want to share your stories with me for the Adult Conversation family, you can send it on 08155 917 917 08155 917 917. God be with us. My name is Finfolua Akiremi. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Good night.
Okay.